Hey there, and welcome to Careers Unchecked, the podcast where we stop checking boxes and start making moves. This is for barrier breakers, career builders, and anyone who's ready to build a career that actually feels like theirs. I'm Brandy Oldham, career coach, interior designer, and year-round iced coffee drinker. Around here, we keep it real. From navigating career pivots to figuring out how to stay balanced when your to-do list feels like it's just never ending. Whether you're chasing that next promotion, thinking about switching things up, or just trying to figure out what's next, you're in the right place. My goal? To help you trust yourself, take action that feels good, and build a career that's sustainable, not stressful. So grab your drink of choice, settle in, and let's get to it. Are you stuck in career limbo? You're too experienced for entry-level development programs, but not senior enough for executive attention. Past the excitement of learning everything for the first time, but not yet at the level where people automatically value your expertise. A lot of people live in this in-between, and there's a huge amount of gray area here. You know enough to see systemic problems, but lack the authority to fix them. You're capable of strategic thinking, but rarely asked for strategic input. Welcome to the in-between phase, those years between proving you're competent and proving you're strategic. The data on this phase is limited because it doesn't really fit into nice categories. But here's what we do know. Employees in roles requiring extensive training have about a 16% promotion chance in their first 2 years. After that, the numbers get really muddy, because companies love tracking the fresh starts and the big promotions, but they often ignore the messy middle in between. That's where most careers quietly plateau without anyone noticing. I'm coaching someone right now who's living in this exact space. Her manager will likely retire in about 5 years, and her influential non-manager, the one who seems to drive decisions with speed, plans to leave in 3. Both of them are constantly assigning her stretch projects and tell her she's the future of the team, but they're not actually giving her the authority to lead the team she's already running behind the scenes. She's trusted, she's capable, but she's not empowered. When we started working together, she wasn't sure if she'd outgrown the company or if she was just at the end of her options. But that's the danger of this middle stage. You can feel so capable and yet so limited at the same time. Her leaders see her potential. They're even giving her perceived authority, the kind that looks good on paper but doesn't hold real decision-making power. So together, we made a plan. We built more structure around her team's growth. We mapped out project management systems that gave her visibility without waiting for permission. And we carved out dedicated time each week for self-development, because professional growth does not happen by accident. Now she's taking control of her narrative. She's not waiting for someone to hand her authority. She's building credibility that makes leadership undeniable. That's the key to surviving this in-between phase, because the danger isn't just stagnation, it's actually coasting. You're not struggling to learn anymore, so that pressure to grow starts to fade. And advancement urgency is not obvious. It's easy to sit in professional limbo while your trajectory gets determined by default instead of design. But here's the opportunity. Your value in this phase comes from translation. You understand operational reality and strategic vision. You can bridge between the junior teammates who only see their piece and the senior leaders who only see the big picture. That perspective, the ability to see both sides of the equation, is what makes you invaluable. You're the bridge, and bridges create connection, alignment, and movement. The in-between years are also the perfect time to discover what really energizes you. When you're not scrambling to learn the basic skills or where the bathroom is, or managing executive-level pressures, you finally have space to notice what feels effortless versus what drains you. Pay attention to that. Notice when projects make you lose track of time. Which problems are you thinking about after work hours? In a good way, not a bad way. Which conversations light you up instead of just wearing you down? Those are clues. They point to the intersection of your natural strengths and your organization's biggest needs. Start by tracking your energy for 2 weeks. Note which tasks feel energizing versus depleting, which meetings you look forward to versus the ones you dread and they could have been an email, and which challenges you feel naturally drawn to solve. Then look for the patterns. Are you curious about process improvement, strategic planning, cross-functional collaboration, data and systems, people development? Once those patterns start emerging, connect them to something your organization actually needs. Maybe you're curious about customer behavior and how that could shape retention strategies. Or maybe your love for systems and structure could streamline operations across departments. The goal here is to find that sweet spot where your passion and the company's priorities overlap. Here's another secret about the in-between. When you lack broad authority, you can make massive impact through deep expertise. If you pick one area that matters to your organization and master it completely, technical skill, market insight, process improvement, stakeholder relationships, whatever it is, just own it. Become the go-to person, the one people trust because they know you've done the work. If you're not sure where to start, begin by looking for value alignment and your company's mission. And if you can't quite see that overlap yet, reach out to me. I'd love to help you find it, and I do this all the time. But as you grow that expertise, don't just build vertically, build relationally. Junior employees manage up, senior employees manage down. Middle career professionals, we have to manage everywhere, up, down, across, all of it. And throughout the organization, you're going to build these relationships. That's how you influence before you have that formal authority. And here's the bonus tip. That's not very glamorous. Volunteer for the projects nobody else wants. Those ambiguous, undefined, messy assignments, they're the ones that are going to give you visibility. They'll teach you how to navigate uncertainty and deliver results when the path just isn't clear. That's leadership training in disguise. So here's your roadmap for this season. Identify one area this week where you could become the organizational expert. Start building specialized knowledge others will have to rely on. 2, volunteer for one project this month that connects different parts of the organization or bridges strategy with execution. And then next quarter, I want you to audit your relationships, again, across levels and departments. Look for the gaps. Then create a plan to fill them intentionally. Those in-between years are not a waiting room. They're a workshop. They're where you quietly become the person your next role will need you to be. So stop waiting to be senior enough to make a difference. Start now. You already have the insight, the experience, and the capability. And that what's left is the courage to use them intentionally. I believe in you. Go after it. Thanks for joining me today on Careers Unchecked. If you've got a career question or just need someone to bounce an idea off of, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take a breath, take a step, and keep moving forward. You've got this.
Calling all storytellers, performers, and creatives. The Soundstage is your home for high-quality recording in the heart of Clark County. Whether you're working on a podcast, audiobook, voiceover project, audio series, or audition, we offer a professional, welcoming studio space for actors, artists, and creators. Come record with confidence and mention Careers Unchecked to get $5 off your next session. Learn more about the Soundstage, the Northwest's premier voiceover and recording studio, at thesoundstagenw.com.